Canyon Endurace. After 10,000 kilometers, here's my long-term review. So guys, here I'm in India. I normally ride on this path out here in the woods, and I live in a pretty flat place. I got this bike back in 2016. I went to the Canyon's factory in Germany and picked it up. As you can see, I've been riding it quite a lot, and you can see a bit of bumps and scratches and bruises here and there, but it's been holding up pretty well, you know. This year in 2020 I completed about 10,000 kilometers of riding, with just about 6,000 kilometers in 2020 itself. So, and this bike has been a beauty, you know. I've been loving it. Just to tell you, this is my second carbon bike. I used to have a Trek Midone, and this bike is 2XS. So I'm short height. I'm about 165 centimeter in height. So I went to the Canyon site and saw their perfect what do you call that, perfect fit system, and they suggested the size of 2X, and it just was perfect for me. I also rode an Ultimate XS on their factory, but I found this to be best. As you can see, I was able to raise the height of the saddle because this size perfectly fits me. So how did this bike went? Well, first of all, this is a beauty, you know, and these seat post is actually quite nice. It does indeed absorb a lot of shocks, and one of the issues I had with the seat post was that it started tweaking and squeaking, started making a lot of noises. So what I had to do was I had to apply a little bit of grease on this side, and it worked pretty well. You can also notice that I've changed the original saddle. I am on ISM. I just love this saddle. I picked it up from eBay, but the original saddle was not so comfy for me, at least, you know. It's a good saddle of physique, but was not for me. Other things that I changed on this bike was the cassette. This I changed just about 6 months back. That's because I mainly ride in flats, and that the original stock cassette was actually 1132. So in every gear shift I used to notice a lot of change in the cadence, so I shifted up to, I got this 1228 cadence, 1228 cassette, which works pretty well for me. I loved the disc brakes because the way I ride, it becomes pretty dusty. As you can see, there's a lot of dirt right now as well. Sometimes it rains, and these brakes have been pretty nice and held. So this bike came with an Ultegra setup and I upgraded. I got the paddles, which are the Garmin power meters. Works pretty well with my cycle computer. The wheels, what we got on this bike was the stock Reynold wheels. I was a bit concerned about the wheels because, one, this is my first experiment with the carbon wheels, and the second was that I don't know how these wheels will be as compared to the DT Swiss or the Zips, but after 10,000 kilometers, I must say that they are holding up very well. I've done a lot of races. I've done a lot of endurance rides. I've gone to a bit of hills, but not very steep climbs because that's where I live. And these wheels are just perfect. The bike came with the tires, which were actually the Continental 4000 GP. I don't know why. In the first month itself, both of them just blew up. I have no reasons why. And then I got the new tires, which were again Continental 4000 GP, and they held up pretty well for about 4 years now. And only just about 3 months back, I upgraded to Continental 5000, which is also a very, very good tire. And frankly, nothing went wrong with the 4002 as well. It's just that I thought, let me try something new, because I did notice a bit of wear and tear on those old tires. What else? The seat port has been pretty, I would say, difficult to maintain, because I got a lot of quicks and sounds over the years, and at one point of time I was so frustrated why these sounds are coming in till the end, and I ordered some one of those carbon carbon gels, which basically you apply on the seat post, and they just took care of it. and now it's been working beautifully without any sound. I love this single piece, what do you call, the cockpit. It's also, the Canyon has done a lot of good work for tall and short people, because the size of this is perfectly matching with my body size, and it it works very well, and I love this position this bike rides on. I also got this the Garmin attachment, and it's been serving two purposes. One, of course, it fits the Garmin cycle computer, and on the other hand, I was able to fit the light in a very beautiful fashion. As you can see, this is a lens light, and I was able to just simply tighten it along it like this, and it has become a pretty good setup for me. I used to put this over here, and I could see that there are some scratches over there. Then I realized, why not put it over here, and it's been working very well. So one of the bigger concern is, how do you install an aero light, a light on an aero frame, and this worked out pretty well for me. What else I like about this bike? It absorbs the shocks pretty well. There is a very good power transfer. I can feel it when I want to push the bike. It rides very fast. The weight of bike is just about, I would say, 7.5 kilos, and with the pedal it's slightly more. And this is just a beauty. I would love to buy a Canyon AE Road, maybe now the new one that has come out, after my overall experience with this endurance rides. I ride with 28 mm stock tires. I generally put it at 200 psi pressure, and it's been working very well. Just this year I replaced the chains, because my old chain just worn out and started making a bit of noises, clicks, and then with a simple change in the chain, it worked out pretty well. And rest of all the components has been working pretty well. And I've had one or two falls as well, but the frame held up pretty well. One of the things I did a mistake was, when I bought the bike, while assembling it, one of the things is that this bike has this small screw where you're supposed to just put a 2 Newton torque, and I did put a lot more, and it actually broke on the very first day. But the Canyon was quite nice to send me the part free of cost all the way from Germany. And not even that, because of my tightening of the screw, I noticed there's a bit of scratch which came in this front component, and this whole piece, this actually was also supplied free of cost by Canyon. So they have been extremely excellent when it comes to the support of this bike, and I would love to buy this bike again. So that's my review of the Canyon. I've been very happy with this bike. And just to share,